Hello, book lovers. Welcome back to Supreme Book Dealer. And today I am so excited. But today we are diving into the world of powerful and thought-provoking young adult literature as we review Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. If you appreciate novels that tackle tough issues and explore the depths of human experience, then oh boy, are you in for a treat. As always, before we get into the nitty gritty, let me give you a brief synopsis of Long Way Down, because Long Way Down tells the story of Will. And Will is a 15-year-old boy living in a neighborhood where the rules are simple: no crying, no snitching, and always seek revenge. After his brother Sean is shot and killed, Will embarks on an elevator ride, and on each floor, he's confronted by a different person from his past. The poetic novel is a journey through grief, through anger, and the choices we make. Because before Will gets into that elevator, he grabs onto Sean's old gun and he's ready to catch some revenge. But let's dive into this review. So one of the most striking aspects of Long Way Down is the unique storytelling. So Jason Reynolds employs free verse poetry. So this book is written in verse. It is not written like a standard novel, which is why it's so poetic. So Jason Reynolds employs free verse poetry to convey Will's emotional journey, and it's incredibly effective. The sparse and impactful prose allows you to feel the intensity of every single moment, of every single choice, and especially of every single emotion. The characters in this book are so complex and relatable, and Will's inner conflict and the way he grapples with his emotions and the cycle of violence in his community are deeply moving. As we ascend through the elevator, we learn about the people who influenced his life. We have people like his dad. We have people like his uncle. We have people like neighborhood folk, like people from his neighborhood who are no longer here because of gun violence. And so we learn about the people who influence his life and the choices that he must make, leading to significant character development. And I mean, his inner conflict tells us so much about him, tells us so much about the people around him that are no longer living. When I say people around him, I mean the people in the elevator with him who are already dead, so they're just ghosts, but he's being visited by these ghosts from his past, and it is so engaging. It is just like next level storytelling. So we have Long Way Down explores themes of gun violence, of loss, and of ripple effects of tragedy. Like, we see how tragedy affects generations of people, not just the person that it happens to, right? And it doesn't shy away from difficult topics, but instead it invites the readers to engage with these issues in a book that is meaningful and empathetic. The book is a powerful conversation starter about the impact of violence, about the impact of gun violence on individuals and communities. So Jason Reynolds has created a novel that lingers in your thoughts long after you finish reading the book. I mean, it's a book that can evoke strong emotions and spark important discussions and important conversations, whether you agree or whether you disagree with the narrative. And Long Way Down has received critical acclaim for its storytelling and its ability to connect with readers on a deeply emotional level. So what's my overall impression of Long Way Down? It's beautifully crafted, it's impactful and emotionally resonant novel that explores the weight of violence and grief in a unique and compelling way. I mean, if you haven't realized how excited I am about this book, this is one of my favorite books that I've ever read. Like, it blew me away. And even just talking about it and just thinking about it, it was unbelievably good. Such a good book, one that I will forever think about, and it's probably going to be one of the very few books that I am going to actually reread because it's impacted me so much. And part of that might be my biases. I am from a neighborhood that has gun violence, that has communal violence, and so reading a book like this and being from a neighborhood like this really speaks volumes and really sends messages to me. But, with that being said, thank you so much for joining me in this review of Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. If you've read the book, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't read it, I really hope this review has encouraged you to pick up a copy of this amazing book. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more book reviews and literary discussions here on Supreme Book Dealer. And as always, be well, keep reading, and peace. I'll catch you next time. Later.